A blast abruptly cuts through the silence of the Veracruz countryside. There is no thunder or rain. It is a burst of gunfire, measured, aimed at a single target. On a dirt track back road in the rural zone of a municipality in Veracruz, a pickup races ahead, kicking up a cloud of dust. It is not just any truck. It is a homemade armored vehicle, one of the so-called Monstro, built to move along secondary roads and slip into and out of an ambush with seconds to spare. The footage making the rounds, which the digital record places as circulated on Monday, February 16th, shows the vehicle's build. Metal panels added over the frame, hardened plates around the doors, cab, and sides. The improvised steel is meant to turn the pickup into a moving shell, a piece of criminal logistics that tries to withstand smaller calibers and absorb bursts on rural dirt tracks. The scene changes in an instant. Personnel from the Secretariat of National Defense, SEDENA, open fire. The maneuver feels synchronized. This is not scattered shooting, but sustained concentration. Impacts strike specific areas and throw off sparks. Fragments fly through the air, and the hood begins to vent smoke. The pickup loses strength. First the engine gives, and then the armor begins to show the cost of accumulated hits. In rural terrain, mobility decides survival. When that momentum is cut, the Monstro stops being an escape and becomes a target. It ends up stopped, motionless, wrapped in smoke. So far, there is no official information confirming detainees, injured or dead, nor is it known precisely when the operation was carried out. Nor is there a detailed statement from the Secretariat of National Defense clarifying the final tally or identifying the organization linked to the vehicle. Even so, the context is heavy. Veracruz, because of its access to the Gulf of Mexico, has been a recurring point for the seizure of improvised armored vehicles, weapons seizures, and disputes for territorial control. In different periods, the presence of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, the Gulf Cartel, and splinter cells of Los Zetas has been reported. Analysts note that, due to recent patterns and regional activity, the contextual likelihood could tilt toward the CJNG, although any attribution remains a hypothesis, not confirmation. The episode leaves a clear snapshot. The crime world's improvised sophistication meets limits against a tactical state response. On the dusty roads of Veracruz, a brief action showed that even monstros can be stopped.